Hello. I am delighted to see you. This is one of the few live events where you can meet people. And I'm delighted that we are speaking about marine wind here near the sea. Today, we have raised an ambitious title to curb the wind, to defeat the sea. Fishermen would criticize us, saying that this is the natural calamity that you cannot fight against. But in renewable energy, we see lots of unused, unleashed potential, and we can develop energy in the sea. We would like to dwell upon that in a wider sense. Regarding the wind and renewable energy, we have to review what we have in Lithuania in general. We have land or inshore wind, and of that we have over 700 megawatt, but we're planning to have from 700 to 1400 megawatts marine wind turbines. Lithuanian users are active, and they make use of the support provided by the Energy Ministry, and people are conscious in producing green energy in their own homes. We built the very first wind energy in 2003, and from that time, Lithuania traveled a long way forward. And we are now speaking about more powerful wind turbines, not on land, but offshore. And now they cover 13% of electricity need in Lithuania. And approximately 25% of Lithuanian need is covered by that. Last year, we produced 1.5 terawatt hours of energy, the green renewable energy on land wind turbines, and the first offshore wind park will produce up to 3 terawatt hours. Now, I believe that we should start with the European context, that is, what plans we have in Europe. The European objectives are very ambitious. We are planning to increase the marine wind capacities by 25 times, and 800 billion investments will be allocated to that. Not all countries are planning the same amount of investments, and there will be 60 gigawatt hours installed marine wind power plants, producing 60 gigawatts of power and 1 gigawatt ocean energy. By 2050, the figures are increasing: 300 gigawatt hours of the marine wind energy and 40 gigawatt hours of hybrid energy sources. What can we say? All these figures are excellent. And as colleagues have said, there's lots of money. Do it. There are projects, and there's wind, there's the sea. But what we lack is the institutional coordination and support for investments and clarity, and sometimes speed and planning of such projects. Because we know very well that in the energy area, these projects are time-consuming and they are not fast. We have the first Lithuanian project, which I am going to introduce to you in greater detail. What we need more and what we say in Europe is the empowering environment. The states have to aspire to create such environment where marine, wind, and renewable energy is going to develop comprehensively, and these are marine territory planning guidelines and the rational and coordinated action of network planning and advanced investments into innovations. And the colleagues in the panel discussion have discussed that innovations are part and parcel of the topic of the development of marine wind, especially when we refer to balancing and hydrogen. Hydrogen is part of the marine wind package, and most countries that have already launched marine wind projects do not develop marine wind without the possibility to cut the peaks and producing electricity by using green and clean hydrogen. What was the Lithuanian way? Some of you may know, may have participated in it. Our path was related to marine wind power plants, and we wanted to do the research of the Baltic Sea possibilities, and it was declared in the national strategy. And in 2020, we confirmed a specific first stage marine wind power plants power and location. And it was declared that Lithuania is the most attractive for marine wind in the Baltic Sea area. And we're not alone. The whole Baltic region neighbors are actively planning and have the vision regarding the development of the marine wind. And we identified this potential 3.35 gigawatt hours, and in the whole Baltic Sea we had 93 gigawatts. But we are going to share that potential with our neighbors. So where are we now? We are at the preparatory stage in terms of technical work, and in terms of the legislative work, we are at the preparatory legislative stage. There is a document package prepared for the government so that we are able to move forward with the first marine fleet. Of course, the first tender may take place, I don't know, or there are speculations, 21st or 23rd. Well, there will be a contract for difference, which is being planned for that. And it should take place by, it should be announced by 2024. And if it is delayed, it may finish in 2024, by the end of 2024. This is the plan. In dark green square area, you see the fleet location for 700 megawatts. It has been measured that the wind speed in this territory is 9 to 10 meters per second, and the distance from the shore is 30 to 40 kilometers. And here you can evaluate whether you will be able to see the wind park or not when you go for a swim. Sea depth is 25-40 meters deep, and this is an attractive place for the development of this project. What will this project give? Many benefits. First of all, This is an investment that is approximately 1 billion of private investments, which may create over 1,000 new jobs in Lithuania, which is very important. Also, it is very important that, to our mind, this project and the further marine wind projects which are planned will create a more visibility for the Klaipėda region, the western Lithuania, where there will be bigger possibilities for investments. Therefore, we need to start thinking about the preparation of the seaport itself. And where are we going to install the wind turbines? Or maybe we will be able to make use of the neighborly projects. We are not the only ones to engage in marine wind, and our neighbors will do the same, and we need to cooperate at the international level. This wind park will ensure up to 25% of the Lithuanian electricity consumption. And at the moment, Lithuania imports up to 70% of electricity, and this is the essential project for energy independence. And we hope it will be implemented comprehensively to the maximum. Therefore, we are doing the preparatory work, and we are doing seabed exploration so that when the auction starts, the developers would be able to take up the necessary work. Now, what are the further works? The first stage is not everything. We have the following stages in our plans, and we have some regional cooperation. We talk with our neighbors, with our countries where we cooperate, and here we have Luxembourg and Flanders region, the countries or the regions where we successfully work in the area of renewables, and they are trying to catch up with us in terms of development of renewables, and sometimes they need certain statistical figures, and we help them in terms of that. And we have cooperation protocols signed with them. We are delighted that you can choose. You have the choice. We have Latvia, we have Poland, and other countries which sending us positive signals. That's why we have huge opportunities and technical possibilities, hubs, hydrogen, and solar cell islands. And I believe this is very good time and a very good place to dream, because we have excellent opportunities for that. I think I have fit in the time allocated for me. Thank you, Daiva.